So we're given this information about an economy, and we're also given some values for these various things. But the first thing we want to know is the multiplier. A is getting the multiplier. The multiplier, let's call it M for a moment. Well, that's always equal to 1 over, and when you've got no imports or no marginal, we're not told anything about the marginal propensity to import, so we can just put 1 minus c on the bottom, little c, where little c is the marginal propensity to consume. We're told that little c is 0.75, so it's 1 over 1 minus 0.75, which is 4. So that's the first thing, is getting the multiplier. Part B then is slightly more involved. We want to work out the equilibrium level of y. So this is going to take a little bit of algebra. So if we just put in everything we know here, well, we know that y is equal to c, which is this, CO plus little c times y minus t, plus I, which in this case is just, I is 100. Well, just leave it as I for a moment. Plus g, which is just g in this case, plus nx, which again is just nx. So rearranging, taking our y's to one side, we get y minus little c times y, because there's cy here, is equal to CO plus I plus g plus nx. We can just factor out y from this, so we get y times 1 minus little c is equal to this. And then just taking the 1 minus c over, we get y is equal to 1 over 1 minus c, which is just the multiplier, times all this CO plus I plus g plus nx. Okay, so now we know algebraically what we need to do. We can just stick in the values, so just take it up here. So we know that y is equal to, well, we know that 1 over 1 minus c is just 4 times all this stuff. CO from the question is 200. I from the question is IG and NX are all 100, so we can just put plus 300 in there. I lost taxes somewhere. I did. Apologise, there should be a little minus CT here. So, and then we have minus our C times taxes, so C being 0.75 and taxes being 60, that's minus 40. So I just forgot about the little CT I get here and here, for that matter, when you factor out this. Okay. So if you just stick that into your calculator, you get y is equal to 1820. That's part B. Okay, so you just rearrange your expression, your national accounts identity, rearrange that, stick in your values, and you get the result, as long as you're careful and make sure you don't lose any little terms. So in part C is pretty straightforward. Just remember what autonomous expenditure is. Autonomous expenditure is everything that doesn't depend on Y. So here we've got exogenous taxation in that it doesn't depend on, it's just given, it doesn't depend on it doesn't depend on the level of income. We've got CO, which is our autonomous consumption. You can think about that as maybe some sort of subsistence level. So CO will be the first thing. So CO. We also have our little c times t. And then we've got the other things. Investment in this model doesn't depend on anything, or doesn't depend on income. Neither does government expenditure, and neither does net exports. So these are all the autonomous bits. We know that this is 200 minus this bit, which we know is 40, and plus these three things, which were 100 each. So that gives us an autonomous, sorry. That should be a 5 as well. Minus 45 plus 300, which gives us 455. That's the answer. So that's the autonomous. We sometimes call that big A. It's the autonomous part of expenditure.